Hello everyone and welcome to this new update video. After 3 months, it's finally here. The new Themepark Tycoon 2 updated. It launched the 4th of April. At time of recording is the 6th of April, and that's because I went for Wallaby Holland for the opening of Joy. And I am actually kind of hoping to get a kind of like report out of that from the footage I took. I was actually watching it back in the car ride back home, and then I realized that the audio wasn't quite audible, so I might just do a voiceover over like the footage I captured of it running around. And yeah, more on that that video. So for the rest, I know I'm a bit late, but I don't care at this point. So yeah, first of all, we're going to start with the things that are added because this update is massive. Like, there is no point to describe how big this update really is. For starters, we have the redesigned space rings, and these are literally improved from the previous version. If I just grab the previous version and place it next to this, you'll see that the rings have more detail. It literally has the axis where it spins around with more detail than this one. It's just a rod here. So then the seats also improved together with the restraints, and this is just such an improvement on this ride. Although I won't be using it that quick. I will mostly place the money farms because it's the same thing. Then the next thing is this giant Ferris wheel. I love it because we were really waiting for a new redesigned Ferris wheel, and this definitely delivered. It is twice the height of the normal one, if I take it with me also. As you can see, the normal one goes literally halfway to there, so it is twice the height, and this is really nice. It's also twice as big, and it costs also a little bit more. But yeah, this is really what I hope for. So yeah, I really like it, and you could of course change every color of all the seats there. So yeah. Then the next ride added is the powered coaster. I just made a tiny little layout with a little bit of programming in it because a standard powered coaster here in Europe at least just starts off with a real slow run like it's doing now, and after that, just right before the station, it starts picking up speeds. But I didn't do that. I just chose it to be at the end when the train exits the station. And after that, we'll just speed up, and then it will do the layout faster, and then at the end it goes slower. Normally you have those track pieces for it, but that's just for only one round. And most of the power coasters go 2 rounds, except for when it's a busy day. So yeah, if you want to do something like that, you really need to go start and dig into some coding in the operations step with the Ride Operator Game Pass. But yeah, I really like this one. I really like the detail. As you can see, you really have those little connector pieces where the train connects to the track to get the power it needs to actually start moving. And also like the little thing where actually the wheel is going on, because a powered coaster is actually just an electric vehicle. Because here it gets it from this 4 lines, it gets its power, and then from this is just a track where the wheel runs on, and this is like the guide. So, but yeah, I really like the detail in this. I really hope Dennis comes up with some great skins for this ride, because I have been saving up for those as well. Then we go on to like my favorite part of this update, and these are those new nature pieces. Starting off, we have some new flower beds. We have them in small variants. We have them in big variants. The small variants are just mostly flowers bundled together. The big bundles are flower bundled together with a small version, and I just like that there are also different kind of flowers, and it will also bring some variety in the flowers itself. You can see them through most of it. You have like the standard flower bed, so just one tile. You have a small flower bed, which is like 1/3 of like a tile in height, and then we also have the rounded flower beds, which will also be really nice for people who don't have disabled collisions. And then we have the round flower bed itself. So what you also can do is figure out if you just rescale it, I think, because it's just going to be a circle. Oh yeah, uniform scaling. You can just do this kind of stuff, and you also have like some little bit of variety within the flowers. So let's see it now. So really nice. Then we go on to the flower pots, and you see like 10 different flower pots here, but those are actually the same 5 same flower pots. But there's one big difference, because this one has a hook. And this hook can be used to actually hang it from the ceiling using this thing, or you can just place it down, or this wall-mounted piece. So I am really going to use this in builds where I think flowers hanging from the walls in pots is just really great looking. So yeah, this is actually really nice. That Dennis actually foresaw the little things needed to actually mount them on walls and ceilings, and also saw just some to place on some balconies and fences. Then we have the new flower beds, also really nice, a mix of different flowers. You can recolor them all, also different kind of flowers, and this will actually help me a lot. And then we got the loose flowers. As you can see, we got them in a small variant and a big variant. And the small variant is actually like 1/4 the size of the big variant, because the big variant takes up 1 tile, and this takes up a 1/4 tile. And that's actually what kind of happened, because Dennis did some recalculating on the grid, and that actually allows us to also have more items, but we'll come back later to that. But yeah, it's just that, as you can see, the hitbox is a little bit smaller with these ones, because normal scenery pieces just have 1 tile. Then we also have short grass pieces and long grass pieces in different sizes and varieties. And then glass primitives. Thank God, Dennis. I can finally make my custom lanterns with some really nice detail in it, because you can actually resize these to your own custom glass made structures. And I thought, well, you can make this really small. This is actually my first time seeing. This is really small. Oh wow. Yeah, okay, you can make these really small. You can also change the transparency, you can change the color. Yeah, it's really nice. And that's basically almost everything that's been added. If I miss something, I can look back at the changelog real quick. Oh yeah, you can also now, console chat is now supported, so when you're in console, you will can chat now, and also the friend boost. If you are in a server with friends, like I'm right now with Rippy, you'll get an income boost on every ride in your park. Right now, it's only my money farm, but this will actually help a lot when you're starting up a park. So thank you, Dennis, for this little feature. And then we go on to things that have changed, and one of those is the rescaling of image panels. Normally you couldn't rescale them very far down, but right now we can make them really tiny. Look at this. This is really, really tiny. I don't know how small it is, but this is very useful. It also means that I don't have to struggle anymore with placing my image down in a place where I don't know where it's going to be in the image panel. So thank you. I've been wanting this for a while also. So this update definitely delivered with things I wanted. And it also was worth the 3-month wait. Also, a thing that's changed that I actually haven't heard Volsade talk about in his update video, because that's the update video I watched while I was away. But apparently, you can also build some resized primitives closer to the park edge, like this. Normally, it wasn't possible, but now you can, and that's actually really nice. Oh my gosh. I don't have to struggle with building on the park border anymore of primitives, and it's a game changer. And this also is a lead up to one of the biggest things that has changed in Themepark Tycoon 2, and it's also the biggest reason why you should buy Disable Collisions. If you want the full Planet Coaster 2 experience in Themepark 2 as far as possible right now, because we don't have switch access. But at this point, I don't care. This is amazing. But as many of people already saw, if I go to a paint terrain in snow, from what I saw, if I pick a primitive and I just do this real quick, I can. Oh yeah, oops, I did not so good. I can just start placing primitives down, and I can keep on going and keep on going. And normally I would have said item limit already, but I can keep on going, and I am still placing some primitives down, and I am still placing down, and I am still placing down, and I even hit the limit of placing the item there before even hitting the item limit, but I'm still placing down. And it is just crazy the amount of primitives you can just build before it just say it has reached the item limit. And once you reach the item limit, like right now, you'll see the primitive that is causing the item limit. So you can improve that piece. And yeah, well, let's just see how many items there are in this tiny cell. And there are 137 items in this cell with a value of over 13,700 in-game money, and that's just insane. But what's more insane is with the tinier primitives. If we just scroll all the way to the back, like with, for example, this ball here, it is crazier because I am just going to start placing them down in this cell. Also same height, obviously. I think I am going to be here for a while talking to you guys, but I think this update is going to cause multiple server crashes when people are streaming, because it is almost a lethal weapon. It will also take up a lot of MB. So Dennis, if you see this video, the MB file size of Themepark 2 probably won't hold the amount of detailing people are going to do. Even right now, people are detailing so much that they even can't fill the plot. That's really great of you, because a plot size, that means the plot size is big enough. But yeah, it also means people won't get to finish their projects. But I would maybe consider going back to a smaller map for not causing any server crashes anymore while people are streaming. And yeah, but as you can see, I'm still going. I have reached one item limit. I can keep on going in this one cell. I haven't left it. I am just still going, and I'm spamming my mouse button as fast as I can. And I'm just waiting till the item limit hits here. It's okay, then we go on here. It's we're going still, and this is so beautiful about the game, because then it's just look what the people need, and it gives it, except for transfer tracks. But don't look at that. I know it's hard to go at that and also implement it, because you're on your own, and there's nothing to Frontier, because Frontier has a whole theme behind it, and Genesis is doing this alone. We can still keep on placing, and it's just crazy. So as you already saw, we have hit the item limit in every single corner of the cell, and except for this one. If we delete this one, let's just see how many items we have placed down in this one cell. I don't know if this one actually, let me check if it's changed nothing. Okay, let's see how many items we have. At this point, we have selected 250 items. That's the max you can select in one time. If we remove this, we still have some items left. Still 250 items. That's already 500. And if I delete this, we still have some primitives left. 519 items in one cell. This is a game changer in detailing parks. It's crazy. I don't even know how to react to this. It's just crazy. I was flabbergasted when I first saw it, but that's just crazy. And also what I was actually seeing right now when I was placing these flower pots here is with those newest models, you can also see that the rendering isn't always the best. But if we get a little bit closer, it just loads back in, and that's just, I think, a way to improve the frames you're having, because that's just how games work. But you don't need to look at that when you're going far away. That's just the game making it easy for your computer, so it's not doing very difficult calculations for things you probably won't see. But yeah, this is basically the update, and think I'm going to say that this is probably the best update we've had in years, except for when the Disable Collisions Game Pass just became its money worth. But yeah, this is just an improvement for Disable Collision Game Pass, and this is just another step up to the other big league games in a tiny, with big development studios behind it, and seeing that Themepark Tycoon 2 can just implement most of those features in just a Roblox game, and that's just crazy. But anyways, this is my reaction and just a list of things of the update, unless I have missed something again. Oh yeah, there's one tiny thing before I go, and that is that if we are going to like place an item down with Disable Collisions, normally you could do like a if we just go into advanced placements, you can do it via. I don't use this at all, but like I don't use it at all. If we just do this and I do this, normally when you did move snapping and you did custom snapping, you need to calculate what size you can do. But now it just can do some basic math equations. That was not great. 1 plus 1 plus 1. See, you got the snapping to 2. If we do 1/16, like normally it's 1/4, if we want to do 1/8, it's just going to do 1/8 on the snapping. If we go on to 1/16, it just goes much smaller, and this is a game change. That means I don't need to calculate those things anymore. I can just give it in, making building also a little bit less intense for me, because calculating those things and remembering those is a hell of a thing to do, because there are so many numbers and I just constantly switch them up. So yeah, that is just basically the whole update in a little bit of a nutshell. So yeah, this update might be one of my favorites. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It's your choice, I don't care at all. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.